My name is Olya, and I came from Latvia. I moved to Edinburgh 3.5 years ago to start my course in photography and film. I'm working as a freelance graphic designer. And why is exactly Edinburgh? Well, because in Scotland there's a free education for European students, so that was the main factor. Well, I wanted to pursue my career in photography and wanted to develop my skills. And there's no higher education in photography in Latvia, so that was, I guess, the best and only option. The city is smaller than Riga, and it's very, I would say, condensed, so everything is closer and much more busier. I love the city. I think people are much more open and friendly. I can't say I see a lot of secret cinemas or gigs of experimental music, underground culture, let's say, I was enjoying back at home, but still it has a lot to offer. Now, of course, there's, as I said, a lot of stuff happening as well, but I think in Riga it's slightly more developed. Yes, there's a big art scene in Riga. So I was planning to move back home after I finish it, but now my plans changed. So most likely I'm going to stay here for longer. And one idea really struck me. I had just 2 years ago when I came, after I already came in Edinburgh, that home is where my shoes are, because I had a really nice collection of shoes I really loved, and I understood that's where my home is. And a couple of years ago, it was a place where I holding my MP3 collection of my favorite music. So I realized it's can be quite mobile, just where you feel secure and on your place. And I think you have to find your kind of inner home within yourself, and it shouldn't be dependent on people or physical location. One of my friends, she strongly believes that home is her husband. So whenever they are together, she feels secure and happy. So it's quite similar, I guess. Not similar, but still that it's not a physical location. It's another person. I will try not to be attached too much, and I think I'll be more interesting to other people if I want, jump on them looking for home. Well, it's basically looking for myself in others. I've moved here quite a lot. I changed 4 apartments, and I just recently moved in this flat about 2 weeks ago, and I have to already think about my next step, because I have to leave the flat in 2.5 months. So yeah, it's a constant moving and search. After my degree, I will live in Edinburgh for another half a year at least. Well, my plans keep changing. I have quite a lot of options and opportunities right now, and I hope I'll select the best one. For example, my sister, she lives in Berlin, and she proposed me to move in with her, and I could probably find a job with an English or American company, because I don't know any single German word. Just was talking to my friend, she's in St. Petersburg, and she invited me to visit her as well. And the third option is, of course, staying in Edinburgh, and my fourth option is going back home to Riga. But it's, of course, all of them involves me still practicing in photography and graphic design. I'm not going to change that. Just about a week ago, after my graduation, I was planning to go back home, Riga, to move in with my partner and start a family, but we decided to end our relationships just about 3 or 4 days ago. It was a big shift in my life, and I would say in my mind. So now I just have to rethink my future overall, almost from scratch. Of course, I was sad for about 1 day, but then I realized that universe might know better what is good for me, and everything what is done for good, and maybe there will be much more balanced and happy relationships waiting for me in the future. Maybe it was just a preparation for more happier